It is time. It is time. We're finally here. Let's see what it's about. Spoiler alert, I've actually played for a few hours, unintentionally. With most of the games that I play, I just kind of boot them up and see if they work. This one I booted up and ended up playing it for 7 hours and was like, nope, I shouldn't do that. Let me delete the save file. And then I did more testing after like the path tracing stuff came out. I was like, oh yeah, let me delete that. We're not playing for real yet. Now we are officially playing for real. But just two things real quick. This game is loud as hell. I have no idea why this game is so loud. I'm having to like play it like way the heck down here. But the other thing, I'm having issues getting it to run at a stable frame rate on a 9070 XT. So I may turn on resolution scaling, but we'll see how it does for the time being. The final thing is, where was it? I've already passed it. No, I didn't. It's right here. Hey, AMD users, if one of y'all figures this out, cool. I turn this on and it just drops it hard. It locks the game around 30 FPS, if I'm lucky. So we're going to leave that off for now. The game looks fantastic as is. So all those aside, we didn't change anything. What? I didn't change anything. I do have one final thing to say. God, this menu music is so good. I think it's the best of the Slayer saga thus far. Anyway, alright, for real. I've been screwing around in Nightmare in my, like, kind of test runs, and it's honestly not... It's hard, but it's not... It doesn't hurt as hard as the other games. It's not as painful as Eternal, it's not as painful as 2016. That said, we're gonna do Ultraviolence. Just because, hey man, I just want to play the game. I just want to have a good time. Now, let's see. Is there anything in here that I need to change? I don't think so. I think we're good here. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with all this and get right into it. Something else to comment on, this game's load times are fantastic. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they optimized it so well, but this game has great load times.
An outsider, his path to their world carved in blood, for the demons could not escape his wrath. The night sentinels, desperate and broken, saw in him a weapon. Their gods, ever watchful, saw something more. They bestowed upon him strength beyond mortal flesh, speed, will, and...
Okay, well, it's done. I think I've got subtitles on. Good, subtitles are on.
Wasted our time once again.
We will not leave here until the heart of Argent is found. It is close.
The Horde will tear this village to pieces, but our time is running out. Soon, the humans will summon him.
King Novi, we found their entry point. It doesn't make sense, sir.
The barrier is still holding, but our scans show that 3 portals were opened from inside the village.
The demons couldn't get past the barrier, so their followers are letting them in.
Thira,
The transports. How much time?
Get me the new bishop. Valen's armored division is still an hour away.
We could try and launch the Atlas.
There is no time. Bishop Creed. We need him.
Commander. Thira, this temple must remain guarded.
The village of Colleen is a mining settlement.
There's a lot of pop-in going on.
Everything will be destroyed, including their Sentinel energy reserves.
Launch the Slayer.
Total purification targeted for the village of Kalim. Launching the Slayer in 3, 2, 1. Release.
Alright, we in. Okay, so real quick, I do have like a bit of nerdy... I have a nerdy thing to say before I say something else. Just a quick critique about that intro. The title card drop does not land on the beat. So I feel like it doesn't hit as hard. It's a sick intro, but I feel like because the title card doesn't land on the beat, it doesn't go dun-dun-dun, 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 title card. It kind of hits, or it kind of misses. It doesn't hit as hard. The other thing that I find kind of interesting about this game is that it just gives you the whole map right away. It gives you the whole map. It doesn't show you where the collectibles are until you get close. But yeah, the entire map is here, so there's no more auto map. But the big thing, my big gripe, speedrunning aside, is that there's no not checkpoint system. There's no map warping. Now, granted,
Confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
I have been activated. I also have auto sprint on. But yeah, there's no fast travel. So if you miss something, I mean, it'll be on the map. But yeah, you gotta hike your way back there. Another thing is that jumping or mantling's now, well, not on that one. Mantling is now automatic whenever you have to climb something. Sick. Cool. This is a good looking game. Yeah, so bottom left corner, that's our shield health. Cool. Things are dire. Things are dire. Things are dire. What do we have? Shield charge. Yeah, so the meat hook is no longer a thing. The meat hook is no longer a thing. Instead, we charge in with the shield, and it's super sick. It has a little bit of AoE to it as well. And I think that can be upgraded. I think that can be upgraded. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so this, you climb automatically now. You don't have to put, you don't have to input up and down. So, nice little quality of life change. I don't have the ability to throw the shield. I think I get that later in this level. It's either at the end of this level or the beginning of the next one. But yeah, God, what is this thing? It's just like a demon house. Demon hut. Yeah, so... yeah, quality of life. So if I just go up to this and I just hit jump and forward... yeah, so I took my hand off the keyboard, and yeah, you just climb it automatically. Which is nice. Which is nice. Also, destruction. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I'm just a refrigerator. I'm just a refrigerator that moves at 100 miles an hour. It's great. When sprinting, and yeah, but of course auto sprint is on, so that's kind of moot. Yeah, good looking game. Good looking game. It does suck though that, like, once again, for the third time, I had to upgrade my computer to play a Doom game. But so be it. So be it. So far, I think it was money well spent. Executions. Yep, press E when they start glowing. You can also change this color, I think. So I'm curious, if I jump... good. If you glory kill them from, like, higher than they are, you do actually do a glory kill. It's not just that quick execution. Cool. Cool. Another thing is that, I mean, this game just moves... it's the same problem as Eternal. There's so much detail put in everything, but like you're moving at 100 miles an hour. You don't really get to just take it all in. Like all the little details, like just the environmental stuff, the environmental lighting, environmental destruction, the mood. You just can't really soak it in. I mean, like, obviously things are not good here. Obviously things are not good. Everything is on fire. There's sigils on the floor. I thought I saw, like, some organic. Maybe. Like, the organ weeds have taken over. Yeah. Things aren't great. But hey, there's still survivors. There's still people holding out. Those guys are not holding out.
The Slayer is dangerous. Keep your distance.
Those guys clearly are not holding out. This guy's holding out. This guy's holding out. He's not going to make it very long. But yeah, there's people holding down the fort. There's survivors tending to each other. But yeah, like, if you're just moving around, I mean, at the speed I'm moving around, like, you just can't stop and appreciate just all the little things, you know? Just all the little environmental storytelling. I also think we're coming up on... I think we're coming up on a secret or a collectible. I think. Yeah, these guys still holding out. It is still weird. It is still weird to see people, living people.
Ensign, do you have a lock on the Slayer's location?
It's weird to see living people, even though we had that in Eternal. But I think it's even weirder to see people, like, collaborating with the Slayer in a way.
Confirmed. Weapon drop incoming in 3, 2, 1.
It's like the Sentinels are helping from afar right now. But yeah, it's just kind of weird that it's like, oh hey, it's the Slayer and the bros, and the chicks. It's an example that's going to piss a lot of people off, but it's very Metroid Other M. Where it's like, hey, Samus is a lone bounty hunter going around, melee's on E, yep, the power gauntlet, we get additional melee weapons that we can swap out later on. Melee is how we get ammo this time around, because we don't have a chainsaw in this game. The chain shield does, or the shield saw does other things. But yeah, so this falters, it charges, so that 3 down in the bottom right. And the third hit is the strongest hit. It's not an execution. It's not a guaranteed execution, but it is the strongest hit. Where's this imp? Where's this imp that we're gonna use? Okay, now where's the imp? There you are. 2, 3. So yeah, that third hit is the strongest. But we're out, so we need to charge. We need to charge. 2, 3. That charges over time, and it also charges with actions. I think it's a nice change. To be completely real with y'all, I think it's a nice change. These are real people in the office. I can't tell you who they all are. In fact, I think I've missed some already. But yeah, these are like real developers and artists and faculty and people in logistics and whatnot. Life sigils, yeah, so this is our kind of new take on the extra life system. You only get 3 of these. You only get 3 of these, and they don't instantly pop. You have the choice of... they're cowering from me, by the way. Yeah, you have the choice of not using them and just stocking them up. Honestly, I would cower too if, you know, somebody came through and just destroyed carts and carriages just with their presence alone, so I understand. But yeah, I think the melee system is a nice adjustment. What was the other thing I was saying? Oh yeah, about Metroid Other M. How, yeah, so this game, it does feel a little weird that it's like, it's the Doomslayer and company. And I kind of equate that with Other M, and like, Other M is Samus Aran and company all of a sudden. It's Samus Aran with like the intergalactic crew. It's not a complaint, I just think it's like, oh, that's interesting. It might be coming up. I think it's this, actually. Those, I kind of talked over it, but like those, you can lock onto and shield bash your way through. Secrets are often hidden behind those, but they're lighter and often not marked as well. Take a shot every time I say often. Ouch. Rude. No way. We're not dying yet. We're not dying yet. Interesting. Okay. Ouch. Another great thing is that the red barrels, again, we're moving too fast for me to really like stop and focus on it. The red barrels, if I run into them, who cares? Damn, I moved it the other way. It's fine. But yeah, they only go off if I care to actually shoot them. Which, thank God, because I mean, just, I can't imagine, if it wasn't like that, just how many runs would be just lost to a random barrel exploding behind the player. But this combat encounter is very much...
The main gate is under lockdown.
There's a key in the
Is it?
nearby church. Route and the location.
Don't mind if we do. Where was it? Oh, it's coming up. I think this is a figure, and that's the... Well, yeah, that is a key. But I think the one on the right up there is a figure. The figures do come back. But yeah, so what I was saying, for the select few and unfortunate who watched my playthrough of Doom Eternal, I mentioned in the Dark Ages Part 2 that it felt like the trial run for the Dark Ages, because the World Sphere level has a lot of just big kind of open combat arenas where you enter an environment and enemies just like attack you from all sides. And this combat arena, I think, exemplifies that. I think it really does. Granted, this is just how this game is. Big open arenas, enemies hit you from all sides, very old school Doom, very serious Sam. When do I get the shield throw? I keep hitting the button to like do the throw. Easy. But yeah, that key that we need to progress also unlocks this, and there's a secret back there. That's progression. I don't think we've missed anything. Yeah, no. We loop back around. I think I did miss the wanted poster of Hugo Martin. It's in one of these opening areas, one of those open combat areas. Here we go. So, parrying. Anything that's green, or the color of your choosing, if you shield block within a certain window, you can reflect it back. That works for both projectiles and melee. The only thing is that it's not... You can get locked in the animation. I don't really know how to describe that. I might be able to show it off here. So you can't just, like, spam parry, because you have to, like, wait for this animation to finish. So, like, if there's multiple things parrying you at the same time, there's a certain window. So, like, you can't do them all at the same time. If you can kind of line them up so you can do them simultaneously, maybe you can decrease the parry window? Because I know that is a thing in the options. Yeah, maybe you can decrease the animation for this. Because I know you can hear me clicking and you can see what's on the screen. So if I do... Yeah, like that second click that I do, I'm still locked in. So yeah, you kind of have to play with that a little. Oh! Ooh! Environment, people running. Okay, there's nothing here, I don't believe. Next up is the key, which we can then double back. Environment. Environment. It's a shame that ray tracing is like baked into the engine, because, oh, these guys. These guys. Once dazed, some demons are vulnerable to glory strikes. Glory strikes can disable attacks or even weaken demons, but they will not kill them. Yeah, so these big ones... excuse me. These big heavy types. The glory strikes that you do can kind of knock parts of them off. So with the Pinky Rider here, yeah, that's a Pinky. How? I don't know. I can knock the Rider off. Wow! I forgot I'm not playing on Nightmare. That was shockingly simple, but it is still the first level. But yeah, so with the heavy demons, you can knock parts of them off, you can disable weapons on them. With the Pinky Rider, for example, you can knock the Rider off. Those guys suck. Like, you can't get close to them. Like, if you go up and melee them and take the Rider off, the Pinky will just bite you and has a tendency to just kill you.
The cultists are traitors.
I see. Yeah, they look like traitors. They look like traitors. That guy wasn't having a good time. You don't look like you're having a good time. Well, so be it. Yeah.
He's at ground zero. Key located.
Key found. That guy did not have a good time. Right, so that's the way forward. But... Oh, you know what? I think we can loop around. I actually think we can loop around. So if we take the path here, press tab to bring up the auto map. Yep. It'll also reveal valuable items that are nearby, so be sure to check it regularly. This is true. This is true. Need to turn around, double back. I don't know if there are Slayer gates, but there, we just unlocked this, and I think this is a figure. It is. Cool, very cool. Have I missed any others so far? I probably have. I may have. That may have just been the tutorial collectible. But yeah, all these guys just here. Again, more environmental storytelling. This is a good time to talk about what I was trying to explain in the fight earlier. So barrels don't go off. Until you shoot them.